in my professional attire. I'm like, chilling and I'm enjoying my Saturday morning so far. I've been up early this morning, you guys, since about 6 o'clock, going over a few different grant opportunities. If you guys don't know, I love talking about grants because grants totally saved my business, right? I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years. And in my 8 years of entrepreneurship, I went through the ebbs and flows of business. You come to a point sometimes in your business where you just simply need working capital, right? And things happen, economic disasters happen, right? And we need to make sure we're taking on the opportunities, or we are aware of the opportunities we can take advantage of when we are facing adversity, or when we simply just run out of money or don't have the capital to work. This is where grants come in. So grants is pretty much debt-free money, friends. So you don't have to worry about paying it back. No credit checks and no personal information needed. That's what I like the most about grants. See, the thing about loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, I don't know if you've been seeing it all in the news. And actually, just recently in the media, there has been a whole entire cyber attack or cyber breach, right? And billions of people of information, their social securities and stuff like that have been compromised. So you don't have to worry about none of that stuff on the grant world because they don't ask you for any of your personal information, right? No date of birth, no social. Another thing is you don't have to worry about providing any bank account statements because you don't need to make profits in your business in order for you to actually get a grant. See, there's grants out here where they will actually give you free money, for your startup. So you don't even have to have money, but it's just you need to have a business plan that truly delivers exactly what you're doing, right? So say you have like some sort of tech innovation, or you just simply want to start a business, no matter what business industry it is, friend. No matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are qualified for a grant to start a business. Now, this is what I advise you have. Remember, I ain't new to this, friend. I'm true to this. I've helped over 800 startups, innovators, small business owners, and also nonprofit organization owners get grant funding. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what you need to have so you can be prepared for these grants. I'm also going to give you the three main websites I use to search and apply for grants. And then I'm going to open the floor for any questions, right? I'm pretty sure you have questions about grants. You probably heard about grants before, and you might want a little bit more information about what a grant is. And, I'll tell you how you can get in contact with me and do a one-on-one with me, right? Maybe we can find some grants together and we can work through this entire thing together, right? Okay. So grants, right? So before we really dive deep into it, keep in mind that even when you submit a grant application and you read the details and you read the qualification and it says, well, we're looking for, medical businesses that are in the state of Georgia, right? This is an example. And say you are that medical business that's in the state of Georgia. Well, just because you submit the application does not 100% guarantee that you will get that opportunity. See, the grantor is actually looking for the best candidates, and you are the best candidate. And how do you prove that? Well, the way that you prove that, friend, is by simply having a business plan, a pitch deck, and a pitch video. Actually dive deeper into those three credentials and how you can actually use some AI tools to get you your business plan, your pitch deck, your pitch video, right? All right, so um, the business plan, right? Or if you are a nonprofit, you would have what's called a project proposal. It needs to outline what your mission, vision, value is, right? What is your mission? And I think that it's very interesting that if you are at the stage right now of your idea, even as a startup, and you don't know what your mission is or what your vision is, then you maybe this is not the time for you to apply for grants. Maybe you need to work through the idea a little bit longer, right? Because before you decide to go for funding, it's very important that you go through the actual idea. Think about it thoroughly. Instead of just saying, oh, I want to start a lawn care service, or I want to start a child care, provider, or I want to start a auto sales company, or I want to get into real estate, before you really start to say those things out of your mouth, because, hey, the power of the tongue is really strong, right? Also think deeply about how it will operate, right? So if you want to do auto sales and you want to have a fleet of cars on Turo and stuff like that, right? How will it operate? And where will you get these cars from? And how will you get the auction license to go get those cars? And what types of cars do you want to have? Or do you want to have a luxury rental car service? Or do you want to just, just do a simple generic rental car service and just have a whole bunch of Toyota Camrys, right? So, how do you want to operate? What is your business model like? What is it like when someone does business with you as a customer? What is it like when somebody does business with you as a business? How do you make money from that? And how do you continue to create brand awareness around out of those relationships, right? And so these are things you should be thinking about, and that will also be inside of your business plan, your business model. That is a part of your business plan, okay? Your competitive analysis. All of these grantors want to know what differentiates your company from all of the other companies that do the same thing you do, right? Well, you can say, when scream as loud as you want, well, we are a black-owned company, right? But there's other black-owned companies that do the same thing you do. What differentiates you? And you got to think about that. You got to think about what's going to make your company different from everyone else's, right? Even if you do e-commerce, right? So with e-commerce, what's going to make your e-commerce store more spicy, right? And more fun and more, what's going to make it different than someone else who sells the same exact products as you on Etsy, right? So if you go on Etsy, I'm not the only one that sells business, like how to start do a business plan and things like that. There's other Etsy stores out there that actually do like business planners and all kind of stuff, right? But what makes mine different is that I have a strong online presence, and I got a squad that if I put a course out, they're gonna go buy the course because they value the education. But on top of that, the way I'm marketing the course as well. What differentiates me from everyone else on Etsy is that I'm going to market my own course instead of hiring other social media individuals, or I might do that simultaneously. And then on top of that, I'm actually going to show you how to use my course, how to walk through it and all that good stuff. And I'm also going to give you the information that's inside the course for free as well. So what's different for me is everything that's inside of that book, I'm actually going to tell you for free on YouTube. But because you support me, and because maybe you just need that one-on-one time, okay, yeah, I need to read it myself, then that I can list a whole bunch of things of what makes my Etsy shop different from another e-commerce store, right? So you got to know that. And then like your market analysis, right? So your market analysis. Market analysis. I had got this question this week because a client of mine, she actually going through her business plan that she got through VentureKit, and she was reading it. She was like, what the hell is a market analysis? A market analysis is literally, your market analysis. So the market, aka the industry that you're into, the analysis, the total analysis of that. So how much, in other words, how much money can you make in this industry? Is this a $1 billion industry? What makes it a $1 billion industry? What are you going to do in this industry to make that type of money, right? So, that's the market analysis. Okay? All right, cool. So we just kind of walked through the business plan a little bit. Your pitch deck is pretty much a PowerPoint version of all of those key factors I just went over, right? So you want it to be like 10, 15, 20 slides, the most 15 slides for real. And each slide needs to be a direct like information, right? First slide needs to be, this is who we are. Second slide, introduction. And then third slide, mission statement, vision statement, and then dive deeper, right? So that's the pitch deck. And then the pitch video, which is the 90-second video. If you you can be sitting down using your phone, or you can, hire a full camera team, right? And you can do like a commercial. I don't want you guys to think so, like, overthink the whole thing of like, oh, the pitch video and stuff. It's not a challenge. You're pretty much talking about your business, and you're talking about the values of your business, right? And the mission of it, right? So it's not a challenge, okay? Think of it like a commercial for your business, kind of. Yeah, because you kind of need a commercial, so that's that. Hey, are you? Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome. Good morning. I know it's taking y'all a while to get up this morning and come on live. I know I'm early. It's Saturday morning. You know, I don't even care. Okay, I don't care what day it is, what time it is. When we talking about grants, we're talking about elevation or progress, making progress. I'm all for it. I'm up. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay, so you know I got my handy dandy laptop. So, and before I crack this thing open, um, the pitch deck, pitch video, and the business plan, um, you can get your business plan done at venturekit.ai. It's an AI that you can use. Your business plan you can get done at beautiful.ai. Okay. So I go over those in a live stream. I actually went to the websites and stuff in my live stream from last week. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna reset the room. Welcome everybody to the Grant Saturday Call Q&A. I don't know if I want to do these every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, but I think it's something that will give you guys a sense of community, especially since we are all applying to grants together. Obviously not together physically, but we're all applying. So welcome to the Saturday morning grant call. Any questions, concerns, or challenges or grants that you have came across that you would like to share with everyone on YouTube, you can go ahead and share the name of the grant and what the grant is for. Um, and then, you can help us out with applying. Also, if you have any questions about grants, this is the time and the space to actually ask any questions, right? So this is like a grant Q and this is a grant Q&A. This is not one of those this is not one of those other things. Okay. Also, I want to let you guys know that I will be in Atlanta next week, and I'm doing in-person consultations for $90, and I write one grant for you in person. So I'm really excited about that. So you can text the acronym ATL to my phone number 855-731-1487, and I can send you the link to book it. And once it's booked, then I'll see you in person, and it's about like up to an hour, and we actually go over a lot. Okay, so you guys can always do that. I'm gonna put my number here in the chat for you. Hey, everybody, I like y'all. Thank you. Yeah, so for my Audit August crew, if you guys don't know, I do a annual um I have an annual exercise called Audit August, and this is where we actually focus on our personal health, personal finance development, and also small business development or execution, right? And hold on. 731 1487. All right, there we go. So I just put my number there for y'all. Okay. All right. So there's the number. Okay. So Audit August is when we're focusing on those tasks, right? And so I am going to at 11 a.m. We're going to be on Zoom, and we hop on Zoom and We, since the beginning of this month, honestly, we've been focusing on so many amazing things. Everyone who's a part of my Audit August crew, we are actually getting business plans done, pitch decks, and all that good stuff. We're applying to grants. We are focusing on personal health. So, we're doing a lot of detoxing and getting our mind and body right. And then, on the personal finance side, we're actually executing on some strategies, some income strategies, right? Because if there's one thing about personal finances during this time of the year, it's like we just kind of like we need to refocus the energy on that. So I've brought in my financial advisor, Dakota Young, and she spoke to the group, and they learned a lot, right? So inside of my in the August group, in the Audit August group, I'm so happy to announce that like just by me doing this exercise, I signed like a brand new life insurance policy, all kinds of amazing stuff, right? So, like, so far, so good. Like, the Audit August crew, we have been making a lot of progress, and I'm so happy and proud of everyone who's just like completing the tasks and, getting down to it. All right, so I'm on here because I'm like, let's see if we can find a little grant really quick. I don't know if you guys have any questions, but if you do have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, please. So, the three main websites that I use to search and apply for grants is grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and Hello Skip, right? And so I don't use Hello Skip as a search engine. Hello Skip usually just post grants in there just like naturally. They host like a carousel of grants. Grants.gov and grantwatch.com are actual grant search engines. So you can use those two websites to search and apply for grants. What I like about GrantWatch is that the same grants that are on grants.gov are on grantwatch.com. Um, and furthermore, the grant details on side of grantwatch.com are more easy to comprehend and more simplified versus the grant details on grants.gov. It's the government website, so the vocabulary words they use can be a little bit you can be like, I don't know if I qualify for this. Okay. What are you saying? I'm not a nonprofit, but I like to get a grant to help the multiple immigrants that come here with getting GED, getting a house, learning how to speak English, computer classes, job placement, etc. Okay, cool. They already have grant programs for immigrants who come over. Actually, they get first dibs on all government opportunities versus Black Americans. Can you believe that? Yeah. So, um, it's awesome that you want to do that because you want to help other immigrants and stuff and help them with scaling in life. And that's so amazing. So, you can get a grant for that, but you want to you want to pretty much create like a program, right? So what will be the name of your program, Lance? And, will it only be for immigrants? And, how long do you plan to keep this program open? Things like that. So you want to create a project proposal or you want to create, some sort of business plan or whatever. And you would actually, if you want to go the nonprofit way, you can. If you want to go the for-profit way, you can too. You have to think about what that business model will be like. I can't give you what your business model will be like because I don't know your execution style. I can tell you you can do this, you can do that, but it's all up to you and it's all in what your vision is. If I tell you what your business model or business structure or what your vision is, then it's not going to no longer be your idea, it's going to be mine. So, yeah, definitely like that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And where you can find those grants that are, humanitarian, like grants, community driven grants, are grants.gov. right? But so when you go to grants.gov and you go to search for a grant that is community driven or that is for persons, immigrants or individuals like that, when you go to that site and you look at the details of that grant, make sure you are gathering the credentials before you decide to apply. I got a question yesterday live on YouTube yesterday, and someone asked, you know, I came across a grant, but I don't have all of the grant, credentials or the documents that they're asking. Can I still apply to the grant? Well, I responded to them. I said, well, hey, you can do one or two things. You can, I mean, no, like you can not apply to the grant and you can take the time to go get the credentials, or you can just simply apply and just waste your time, right? There are requirements in place because they are targeting a certain type of audience. They are targeting a specific type of nonprofit, or they're targeting a specific type of small business or organization, right? So if you are looking at this grant and this grant says, hey, we are going to give out $50,000 to a community driven organization that helps individuals who struggle from opiate or, substance abuse, right? Drug and alcohol and substance abuse. You may say, hey, I do have a nonprofit that, I'm a nonprofit that helps, persons, and we want to we want to rehabilitate. But this may be a government grant that's only looking for that rehabilitation or that program that is already in operation, right? They may be looking for, so how you would know that is they might say on the requirements, you need to have a 501c3. You need to have a LOI, letter of intention. You need to have your project proposal. And you also need to provide, data. So I forgot what they call it. And I want to know the vocabulary word so bad. I forgot what they call it. Metrics. I can't believe I didn't remember that. Metrics. So they're going to be like, provide us proof of, like, what are your metrics to back up, your impact from your nonprofit, right? So if you don't have a 501c3, if you don't have any type of metrics or data to back up any type of thing, anything that you've actually physically done to help someone, with substance abuse or whatever the case may be, if you don't have any of that information, then obviously it might not be your time to actually apply for that grant opportunity, right? But don't discourage yourself. There's hundreds of other opportunities out there. And if you put yourself in that mindset, you're going to stop yourself from potentially getting a better or a greater opportunity, right? So if you're in the startup phases, you want to look for a startup grant opportunities. The website that you can use to find those startup grant opportunities would be helloskip.com, right? Or like grantwatch.com, right? Because when you go inside of grantwatch.com, there are filters in place and you can put on there entrepreneur and startup. And so when you put in entrepreneur and startup, literally it will generate all of these amazing grants that serve in your favor. And that's also in your local area. But you got to visit the website and you got to put in the filters in place, and you have to read the details and make sure and reassure yourself that this is the perfect grant opportunity. I think the challenge right now is, okay, we are creating a sense of awareness around grants. You guys are learning about grants. And for the ones who are new to this, right, you may know about grants, you're learning about it, but then it's like, all right, you gave me all the websites, but I don't want to do this shit. Even though I just learned all about grants, yeah, I'm really not into it. I see that you know all of what you're talking about, Shelby. So, I really want you to do it. Yes, I understand that. Your mindset deems that you want to get rich tomorrow. I don't like those type of clients. I like clients who are serious about business longevity and want to create some impact. For the businesses who just want to buy a product and sell a product online so they can make money and go party with it and do whatever they want to do with it. But they don't want to take that money and create their own grant program and give out grants themselves. You know, maybe I'm not the person for you, right? God will bring me the people that needs to be in my space. And I don't like the ones who want to get rich tomorrow. Okay? Business longevity trumps all of that. It always will. Okay? All right, so you have that. So let's recalibrate the room. Okay? Hey, friend. Friend says, I'm trying to catch up on the conversation. Okay. Good morning, love. Tampa, Florida, tapping in. Okay, what's up? What's up? So it's early in the morning. All right. Okay. This is a grant Q&A. All right. So any questions you have regarding grants, you can always ask it. I know some of you guys have been applying to grants thanks to you guys showing up and watching my videos. So I wanted to know what like challenges you have when you're applying to grants. There is a $100,000 grant opportunity for startups. I went over this one. Um, Let me see. Yeah. And so when I give y'all the startup grants, right? Y'all don't be applying to them. Why is that? I don't want to hear them because I don't have the time. These grants I'm giving y'all are like 5-minute applications, right? So help me out with that. What challenges are you facing when you are applying to grants? What questions do you have about grants? The three main websites I use to search and apply for grants is grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and helloskip.com, right? So, and then I was going into, and what we were talking about, friend, was we were talking about startup grants. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. A startup grant versus like a seasoned business owner grant, right? So the TD Bank grant that I'm going for is $250,000, and they're giving away this grant to 10 different organizations, right? So 10 organizations nationwide can get $250,000 from TD Bank as long as you are a community-led organization. No, you cannot be a for-profit business. You got to be a 501c3. And I've been looking for a nonprofit to collaborate with on this on this on this grant, and nobody has been showing up. And I'm just like, man, come on, universe. Maybe I gotta do this by myself, right? Maybe I have to figure out some sort of way that I can just kind of do this by myself. But the TD Bank grant is for all community-led leaders and 501c3 nonprofit organizations, $250,000, and um, so if you want it, so for example, our friend Lance here who said, well, I want to, I'm not a nonprofit, but I like to get a grant to help multiple immigrants, so maybe that's like community driven, right? You're helping the immigrants, you're helping them with developing. Maybe you can apply to the TD Bank grant, right? $250,000. That'll be more than enough for you to have create some sort of program or education to give to the persons you're helping, right? So this grant opportunity is something that I actually want to. When I get approved for the $250,000 grant in February, I plan to do a in-person event, and I'm not good with events. So out of the $250,000, I'm actually going to hire. I'm actually going to hire a business who already does events and does all this, like the business events and stuff y'all be seeing. Because I clearly I can't do that by myself. And I'm also going to give out two $10,000 grant opportunities. So 20,000 of that will go towards supporting other small business owners, and then the other 210,000 of that, um, or 230,000 of that, will go towards the setup, having like at least three or four speakers, having a whole bunch of perks, and all that good stuff, right? Um, So this $250,000 grant, I've been saying it and I've been talking about it, but it means a lot to me because it's an opportunity for me to give back, and it's an opportunity for me to develop my business reputation and my banking relationships. So it all around, it is a really great opportunity for me, and I understand that, and that's why I'm so vigilant on looking for that nonprofit who helps small business owners, or helps individuals with financial literacy, and but you have to be helping small business owners, and yeah. that because I'm not a 501c3, so I have to partner with and you guys can do this too. If you are a for-profit business and you see that there's a nonprofit grant in your local area that is like $1 million grant, you know what I mean, like that, or like it's like a ticket, and you like, man, that's all you got to do. And this grant is like, oh, you just have to be community led and you have to just do stuff for the community, and you already do that, but you're not a 501c3. That's cool. You can actually collaborate with a, you can collaborate with another 501, you can collaborate with a 501c3. And the 501c3 nonprofit would apply in collaboration with you. And once you get approved, or once the grant's approved, then, you would split the profits or however, or the grant reward or whatever you guys, agreed upon. So you can do that. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I mean, obviously, I can create my own 501c3, but I don't want to do that because I can partner with another nonprofit, right? Uh, that does the same thing I do. I'm just a for-profit that do what I do, and I can help them develop their business reputation and banking relationships and, you know, and all that good stuff too, right? Your nonprofits need to show on paper all of the charities that you're doing. And so if you collaborate with me on this $250,000 TD Bank grant, nonprofit grant opportunity, then considering I'm giving out two $10,000 grants, well, you can write on your nonprofit taxes or whatever the case may be that you gave out a $10,000 grant for the year. See, it looks good. So then when you get ready to do your other projects for the rest of the year of 2025, people will know more about it, right? You'll create more of a brand awareness for your 501c3 too. So you can collaborate with other nonprofits as a for-profit business to help you get a grant opportunity. So do not limit yourself to only for-profit grant opportunities. In case you come across one that's for nonprofits and you know of somebody who has a nonprofit and you would like to collaborate with them, considering you're the one bringing them the opportunity or you're the one that's going to apply to it, then yeah, absolutely. Okay, you can do that. All right, so what questions do you guys have regarding some grants? Erica says, I'll open a beauty supply. Yeah, that $250,000 grant is only for community led um, organizations and 501c3 nonprofits. So you cannot use it to start a business. No, that's not what that is. This is literally to drive impact to the community. And lately, you guys, I've been like so vigilant on that. I've actually partnered up with well, we're in the works, right? We're in the works. But we're in the works of me partnering with this really, really cool nonprofit. And they've been so in love with me. I've been so in love with them. Every Zoom call we get on because all of our visions align. And these days I've been focusing on you guys actually executing. And I don't know if you noticed that. And all of my lives, I've just been like, you guys got to move, you got to move, you got to move, you got to do it, you got to move. And I've been motivating and pushing you guys. And it's just simply because, like, I want to see the impact. I want to see it. Like, and I don't see it. I see it a little bit, but I don't really see it. And I want to see it. Um, Earlier in my entrepreneur years, I used to be so serious about income goals. Oh, I got to reach this goal. I got to hit 10K a month, 10K a month. Then when you reach that goal, it's like, okay, 30K a month. Like, I don't know, right? And so it doesn't become about the income goals anymore. It simply becomes about the impact that you're driving and the people that you're helping. And so my grant answers, when I'm doing my grants, when I'm writing the grants for myself, I'm noticing that my answers are even more passion filled and they're so much more detailed and more thorough because I have passion in what I'm doing. Like, I'm noticing that on the applications, when they're asking me, how do I uniquely meet my customers' needs? Like, I'm not only telling them the services I offer, but I'm also explaining to them how I've been able to, create this sense of awareness around grants. And actually, some people have also gotten a grant opportunity and they've been able to start a business and move forward. So what makes me different is my process. What makes me different is the fact that I want you to apply to a grant first before I even apply to one for you. My process is that I want to educate you. I want you to clearly comprehend what a grant is and how a grant works. And I want you to understand how to win. This is what differentiates me from another grant writer. Another grant writer say, okay, come on, give me the money, baby. Show me the money. I'll go ahead and apply for you. I got you, friend. Or you might have other grant writers out here that'll say, okay, I'll give you a grant proposal template. I'll give you a list of all these grants. Go, shoo, apply to these grants yourself. Go ahead and watch my course and have a great day. And if you want me to apply for it for you, I'm going to charge you thousands of dollars. So you have some grant writers out there like that, right? I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you because I actually genuinely enjoy this, right? But I refuse to not protect my business. You know what I mean? Like I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my business. I have to protect everything that I've built. And I've been doing this for 8 years, you guys, and I've noticed that clients will call me a scam or a fraud because I did not have certain contracts, systems, or processes in place to be able to protect myself. And so out of these years, I've put filters or contracts or things in place and systems in place to continue to tighten up my business in all areas to where no one can ever say that, because I hate that. It really gets to me. And matter of fact, all clients that usually say that, and you guys will experience too, but all clients that say, oh, she a scam or he a scam or they a fraud, I wouldn't get their service. I wouldn't, they suck. They only say that because they simply don't understand your process, right? They don't comprehend it. And remember, sometimes you got to remember that the other person that you're gaining services with is a small business, right? It's not Walmart or it's not Amazon, and we're not robots. In my business, it's simply been a challenge with clients not understanding what a grant is, how grants work, and the fact that grants are no 100% guarantee. So I take my time in educating you guys and making sure you apply to grants yourself and you understand the logistics, because in the event, I'm not even going to say it like that. The reason why I do that is because I don't want you to hire me and I apply to a grant for you and you don't get approved for the grant. Even though I do have a 71% successful grant writing rate, I don't want you to call me a scam because I applied to a grant for you and because you paid me, and also, and you were expecting to get a guaranteed approval. Grants are no 100% guarantee. And so even though they're no 100% guarantee, on the other side of funding, like the loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, you need to make sure you are properly prepared for those opportunities. You need to make some income in your business because they want to see that your business can pay back these debts. You need to have good personal credit if you are not making any income in your business, because they need to make sure that the person who owns this business has enough credit or enough credit availability to be able to pay back these business debts in the event that the business is not making any money. So the no doc loans, that's some bullshit. I don't know if y'all came across that or if y'all noticed that yet, but that does not exist. When they say no doc loans and no doc funding, they mean you don't have to physically provide your bank statements. You don't have to physically provide your ID or whatever the case may be. But what you do got to do is log into your bank account right here on this online application, so we can go through all of your bank accounts and we can verify that you have income. So instead of you actually giving us these made up bank statements that you've been making up for years because we've been frauded by you guys who make your own bank statements, we'll just log into your accounts ourselves. And we're going to ask you for the permission to do it. And you're going to do it because you are so hungry for that $100,000 or for that $50,000 or for that $20,000 loan. That is a no doc loan, and that no doc is bullshit. Because when they look at your bank statements and they see and they go through your bank accounts, first off, if you're giving them if you're logging into your personal bank, you might as well cut it right there. Deny. Because if you're not logging in, we're talking about business funding here. If you're not using your business bank account to log in to show profits, automatically right there, points taken away. So this is why I like grants, because the grant world doesn't, it's not so technical, and it doesn't go by a point system, and it's not so discriminatory. And then you have to go through all that shit for a loan, for a loan for a truck or whatever you're trying to do, just for like you, and then you go through all of that shit, and then you forget like 30 days later you need to be making some profits in order for you to be start paying back that loan. Right? And so the ones who get a loan first before they start a business, fucked. Like for real, because if you haven't even made some sort of profits within before you even decided to go for the loan, but you're trying to use the loan to buy all of this stuff to sell it on the e-commerce, well, you have 30 days to do that. And not even that. And then after that, you need to pay this back. And if you haven't made any money from your business, now you're paying this loan back from your from whatever, from either your job or from the leftover from the loan itself. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Starting out a business with a loan is definitely not something I recommend. If you want to start your business out with a grant, absolutely. But keep in mind that grants are no 100% guarantee. Think of them like a raffle ticket. That man, I keep saying this analogy and I'm going to say it to all of the ones who are new here. Welcome in, friends. I'm Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. The man that goes to the corner store and buys that scratch off every day is more likely to hit the jackpot than you who buys the lotto ticket or the scratch off 3 times out the year whenever you feel lucky. The reason for why is because that man is vigilant. He has faith and he believes that he will hit the jackpot every day he goes in there. He spends his time and his money in getting a scratch off. See, that analogy is the same exact analogy you need to be in when we're talking about searching and applying for grants. You can apply to 1 grant a day. That's 365 grants in a year. If you apply to 1 grant a day, 30 grants in 1 month, out of 30 qualifying grants that you apply, you're at least going to get 2. Those 2 grants can be 2 $50,000 grant opportunities that you won. You never know. You're not wasting your time when you're applying to grants, because these grants are asking you questions that you can't even fathom yourself. You haven't even gone to ask yourself. These grants are asking you questions that will help you develop your business mindset and a business acumen. These grant applications are also asking you questions to help you develop your business model and structure. So applying to the grant itself is not wasting your time. Also, you have some grants out here that even if you apply, they still give you what's called in-kind services. In-kind services, INKIND services. In-kind services is pretty much not money, but they'll give you some sort of resource or tool. Amazon does this, Walmart does this a lot. And so what happens is if you apply to the Amazon $10,000 business grant, right, and say you don't get approved of it, that's okay. What they do is they give you help with getting your minority business enterprise certification. See? LegalZoom. So if you apply to the Fast Break grant that I think is still open, if you guys visit helloskip.com, you can see the Fast Break grant in there. The Fast Break grant ends up, I think, September 30th. I love that grant opportunity because, honey, so you actually have to put your bank account routing number and account number on there, because as soon as you apply, they instantly are dropping the money in your account. But what I also like about that grant opportunity is that, because I think that's $20,000, they're giving out like $20,000 grants. They're also giving out in-kind services too. So even when you apply to the grant and say you don't get approved for the $10,000, well, just by you applying, you get the ability to get a free LLC through LegalZoom. See what I mean? So you are not wasting your time. Even when you are applying to these grant opportunities, you still can get some sort of resource out of it that you actually need. Also, you never know when you get the chance of winning, friend. How can you increase your chances of approvals? Having a business plan, a pitch deck, and a pitch video. But hold on. Just because you have those credentials does not mean that you will still you will win. Answering those questions, how you answer those questions on the application really does matter. If you are a nonprofit, or if you want to create a nonprofit, if you are a for-profit business, or if you want to start a business, then you need to explain how you are operating. What is it like when we are doing business with you? Right? You gotta explain that. And that's the purpose of the business plan. So when you are going through the grant application, it's asking you, how are you going to market your business, or how are you going to create traction in your business? How are you going to create brand awareness for your business? Well, you can go to your business plan, friend, and you literally copy and paste out of your marketing marketing and brand analysis, because that's one of the key factors you need to have in your business plan. Okay. All right. Anybody got questions about like grants? Anybody have any questions? I want to answer this frequently asked questions. I already know you about to type it. Is there a grant for my particular business? Is there a grant in my industry? Is there a grant in my area? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. There will always be a grant for your particular business industry. It all depends on what your vision is. And I have to give this example. For example, if you want to get into real estate, searching for a real estate grant will be very challenging for you, because it all depends on what your vision is for real estate. There will not be a grant for you to get there will not be a grant that they will give you, let's say $200,000 to invest to get your first investment property, right? There will not be a grant for you to have money to get your first investment property. That's not how this works. If you have a vision for your real estate company, say, for example, you want to create a program to give guaranteed equal housing opportunities to persons with low income, or persons or single families. If you want to create a program, now we're talking, because that's community driven. Now we're talking. So even though you are in the real estate industry, you are actually community driven. And your real estate company actually wants to provide guaranteed equal housing opportunities to persons with low income, or even persons with disabilities or veterans. So what is that program like? How is that program going to operate? How are you going to guarantee that these individuals will have the opportunity to get one of your investment properties, right? So that's the best example I can give. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I need help. I have a nonprofit in the state of Indiana for the past 6 years. I need help. I'm just a hood girl trying to help my community. How can I contact you? So what do you need? I need help. So what are you trying to do? Right? Because if you're like, I'm just a hood girl trying to help my community, well, you got to be specific. Because if you're unorganized, then you're just doing shit, and then nobody's going to give you a grant because you're unorganized and you cannot thoroughly explain in detail exactly how you're helping your community. This is at the end of the day, is business. I understand that you want to just help. With that being said, then find another nonprofit organization and join with them, right? And so that you don't have to do all the hard work. Let's see. I trade futures. I want to start a business from that, but I don't know how to structure it. Well, you want to start a business, but you don't know how to structure it. Well, then what I would advise is that you start with looking at others, Googling or finding other entrepreneurs who are already in that field, right? And take a look at their business model. When I got into grants, I didn't know how to do my business model either. So what I did was I actually Googled a list of 10 different grant writers and different grant sites. And so I came across like Hello Alice. I came across Hello Skip. Hello Skip was brand new at the time, so honestly they were more focused on credit. And I came across this other place. It was kind of like Grant Watch, but it was I forgot what it was called. And so I took a look at how they what's the name of the freaking place? Now I want to find a name because I want y'all to go visit the website, because I don't even think they even are up anymore. But I found the website of a company, a grant writing company, and I was like, And I went through their entire process, right? So I signed myself up and I went through their process to see what is their business structure like and model like. And so what I did was I copied theirs. I understood that they do consultations first. I understood that you can sign up. They have a professional website. I looked at their entire business model and I pretty much copied and pasted. And then what I did was I tweaked
the business model, and I tweaked it to my liking and to my execution style, right? So, they may have a team of 40 people, but it's only a team of me. And this is when I was first starting, friend. It's only just me. So how am I going to operate like that, right? I can't. How am I going to market myself? Well, that company, they don't even market themselves. They don't do no commercials or nothing, right? But I noticed the only way that they do market themselves is through social media and through different blog posts. So I did the same thing. And then obviously I've always had a strong social media presence. So, I leveraged that, right? And then I just kind of like kept scaling from there. So that's what I did. I took a look at my competitors, technically who would be my competitors, who's like the top industry leading person in this industry, like who's the top industry leader, and then like what are they doing, who are their connections, how are they operating, and then I take their business model and I do it, and then I tweak it to my execution style. So that's what I would do. All right, so I have my mission statement. Awesome. I can never get a person to help me understand. I paid this lady $2,500 to help me write grants and didn't learn anything but how to do my bylaws and apply for my 501c3. Oh, this really sucks. I really I really hate that for you for sure. Well, my channel has all this great grant information, and if this your first time meeting me, welcome in. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I've been writing grants for 8 years. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've owned multiple businesses from trucking to real estate to all kind of stuff. I actually own international real estate. I don't live in the United States. I got rich off of grants and moved out the U.S. And I'm not right now. I'm in the U.S. I come to the U.S. whenever I feel like it. And I'm encouraging others to do the same. And I'm hoping that you use my channel, subscribe, and you just kind of like, take a look at all of this free information. I'm giving you all the grant gems and all the gems you need, honey. It's all on this channel. Literally everything. If you my friend in here, tell our new friend, how we got all this grant knowledge in here, right? So we share so much information. And my motto is, the game free, but the hustle sold separately. You feel me? So I can tell you all of this for free, but the execution got to be there. Who that can help fix credit? Him 500. I guess. Mr. Credit Fix It Yourself. I think Mr. Fix It Yourself. He's kind of a bigger guy. And this other girl I follow, um, Rose Credit Repair. I don't know them personally. I'm being so honest. I don't know them personally. I'm just telling you who I see on Instagram. You know what I mean? But I don't know them personally. Okay. I don't have a credit repair person. All right. FYI, not this lady here. Yeah, she didn't pay me, you guys. I just ran across you. A humble, but oh, okay. What are your Atlanta dates? Only going to be in Atlanta from just the weekend. So from the 23rd until the 26th, I think. Mm-hmm. 23rd through the 26th. So I'll be in Atlanta the 23rd through the 26th. My number is here. You can text ATL to get the $90 in-person link. I can't wait to see you, friends. My in-persons is lit. Like we be eating, we be hanging out, we be cracking jokes, but we get shit done, and it's so fun because like I have connections in all over, and I'm a person that like in our in-person consultations, if I feel like I can know somebody that I could put you with, I'm gonna call them right then and there. If you don't come across a coach or a mentor who can call their connections right then and there for you, um, maybe that's not the person that or the coach that. It can be a couple of things. You know what I mean? Maybe the coach might feel like you might not be ready for that type of connection, or maybe that coach is not really for you. But for me, I don't care whether you feel like you're ready for it or not. Ready, set, let's go. I got the connection. I'm finna put you in the room. And if you fumble, that's fine. You're gonna learn from fumbling. You just gotta get in there, right? Are there grants for startup handyman? If so, how do I find them? Yes. So you can find grants for startup businesses. A lot of grants for startup businesses you will find through grantwatch.com. and also HelloSkip.com. Okay. HelloSkip is an app you can download, and a lot of startup grants are there. They're going to ask you, like, what is your product or service? They're going to ask you, what would you do with, like, the $10,000 startup grant? They're going to ask you, what makes you proud of your business? And then they're also going to ask you, how do you uniquely meet your customers' needs? All right. So, do you think that you'll be able to answer those questions thoroughly? Good morning, friend. Are you still in Orlando? Yes, I am. You want to do it in person? Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Who's in Orlando? I want to do a I want to do like a lunch, like a brunch. Y'all want to do an Orlando brunch, like a Central Florida brunch, where we talk about grants, and then we, like, I bring somebody in, and I don't know, we get some money together. Like, we actually don't leave the brunch until we've all made $1 from each other. Y'all want to do that? Like a mastermind brunch? Like, if you're in Orlando or if you're in Florida, would y'all be willing to do that? Like Sunday or something? Look like Sunday. Like, you know how cool that would be? Like, we all come to, because where I am is I'm on like the water, and so there's a whole bunch of really nice restaurants, right? And these people around here, they've been falling in love with me because, I'm Sunshine Shelby, right? And so yeah, there's this clubhouse or whatever, and there's this lady I met. She can, you know, she has a restaurant out here, and yeah, we could just push up at the restaurant, and we can just mastermind, and we don't leave until we've at least made $1, right? So that would be cool. Like, literally, you can't leave until you've made $1. So we are all posting each other on each other Instagrams. We are doing live streams right in and there. We promoting each other as much as possible. We ain't leaving this brunch until we make $1. I like that. That's a superior brunch, ain't it? Y'all down for that? All right, let me see. What are y'all saying? 500, definitely though. Black Arm. I'm a Black Army. Randall says, "Hey, Randall. I'm a Black Army vet who is farming for the past 4 years. Can you help me with agriculture grants?" Absolutely. Agriculture grants are not easy to apply to. You got to have a lot of your documents in order. Actually, if you are a black farmer, they've actually opened up some opportunities for black farmers too. I remember that uh, throughout these last 2 years that black farmers have been discriminated against, and the grant opportunities that have been out there, well, you guys have actually been getting denied because of racial discrimination. Well, actually, just recently, I think within the last 2 months, I've seen on the news that they've officially approved or passed this law, and so now black farmers are officially finally getting checks, and you guys are finally getting what you deserve. So I would truly, truly love to be a part of that movement and help you out with getting grants, and that way I can explain and tell my experience, and all the other black farmers, I can motivate them to, hey, you don't have to be afraid anymore. Let's get out here. Let's get these opportunities. The law has been passed, and let's stick with it. That's a dangerous game. Farming, agriculture in America is a dangerous game. I think it's not talked about enough. But when we're talking about assets and owning assets and land, it's a dangerous game for sure as a black individual. It really is. All right. Let's see here. I'm in West Palm, but I'll drive. Yeah, you'll drive from West Palm. Let's do it. So if you're in West Palm, I won't make it too far. I'll probably do so if you're in West Palm, we could probably do Daytona. You know what I mean? We could probably do like Daytona Beach or Orlando or Sanford. Sanford's kind of like halfway Orlando, halfway Daytona Beach, not too far. All right, so let's see. I am seeking an opportunity for a CPR business. That is super awesome. So CPR business, you're teaching individuals, or you're helping us become CPR certified. Absolutely. There is medical grants out here. You can visit grants.gov to search for those grants, and also grantwatch.com and search for those grant opportunities as well. Make sure you have your business plan put together, your project pitch, and your pitch video that outlines exactly what your CPR business and what you guys are doing, okay? So yeah, grants.gov And grantwatch.com is where you would find those grant opportunities. All right, so Shalonda says, morning, I'm trying to start a party bus and shuttle rental services in South Carolina. South Carolina stinks for grants, especially for black-owned businesses. I have a travel agency, so I want to incorporate it. Can you help? Yeah, so you want to search for more of those grants, the same exact websites I gave our friend here with the fingerprinting gurus. Um, yes, so grants.gov, grantwatch.com. And you don't have to only limit yourself to those grants only in your particular area, right? You want to search for those grants that are for you as the company owner. So if you are a woman-owned business owner, apply to those grants. Any grants in your local area, apply to those. Also, don't forget to join different Facebook groups or community groups that are inside of your industry, right? So, join those other groups that do party rentals and party buses and stuff like that, right? And that community group is full of individuals who do party rentals, and they are talking about how to scale your party rental business or company or your party bus business, right? So you want to join those groups because some of those community groups actually give out grant opportunities that are not posted on the grant websites. And that's simply because it's only for the people who join those communities, right? So join some of those communities so you can get some one up and some more information on how you can continue to scale your business. Depending on a grant is something, and I want everyone to know this, never depend on a grant, right? Because a grant is like a lotto ticket or a raffle. So it's no 100% guarantee that you'll get the opportunity because you simply don't know who the other candidates are and what their capabilities are, right? But what I would say is, still apply to grants because you're not wasting your time. You never know when you can get a free grant opportunity, right? This is debt-free money you don't have to pay back. But also um, focus on bringing in profits, right? Because when you can show that you have a profitable service or product, that actually increases your chances of approvals with all funding opportunities. That's investment capital, crowdfunding, grant funding, loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. When you can show the other party that I have a profitable service or product and that it actually works and I'm supported amongst all these other people, then it actually shows, then you can say, hey, this is the reasons for why we need this $10,000 grant. This is why we need this 50K, right? Because we're already in operations and we actually need this money as working capital to continue to market our business and to continue to buy the products and services and the products or the supplies and equipment that we need to make the products or whatever the case may be, right? So, focusing on bringing in profits, that also gives you clarity and reassurance for yourself and lets you know that what you have is a profitable business. You know what I mean? So let's focus on that. So maybe we need to actually have a one-on-one consultation and focus on what your actual small business execution income strategy is, right? So an execution income strategy. What are you going to physically do to bring in profits for your business? And how are you going to take note of that so you can show that proof to other, businesses who you are requesting funding from? Right? So we could do a one-on-one consultation. Text the word grants to 855-731-1487. It's only a $47 call. It's a 45-minute Zoom call. So worth it. If you've had a Zoom call with me, raise your hand. Tell the people in here how you feel about the consultations with me. Listen, you are going to gain all the clarity and reassurance you need about grants, how to prepare yourself for grants, and also how to start bringing in some type of money for your business. All right? Okay, so what else we got in here? It says Wave of Entertainment says yes. Connecticut. What are you saying yes to? I don't even know what you're saying. Branding in cannabis business. I don't know what you mean, Callie. You got Callie and Wave of Entertainment Radio. I clearly do not understand what you guys are saying. I really don't. You gotta type out full sentences for me so I can understand what your question is or concern or your comment. I love Hello Skips. Thanks to Shelby. Skip gives two $1,000 grants every Tuesday and Friday live on their YouTube page. I know that's right. Thank you so much. Yes, putting people on out here. Yes, thank you, Donna. Three dots, top right hand corner, like the live. Thank you so much. Yes, like the live, peoples. I want to start a mobile paper shredder business. I'm not in that business, but I think it's a needed service in Los Angeles. Okay, well, absolutely. So, you want to start a mobile paper shredder company. So how will it operate? You gotta think about that, right? And is it going to be a van? Is it going to be a bus? Are you going to do it out of your car first? You know, how are you going to plug up the shredders? Are you going to have portable shredders? What does that look like? And then how do you want to scale? So in the next 5 years, do you want to scale to where you have an actual warehouse and you shred, old documents, or do you want to have like one of those big old trucks that's kind of like, like one of those, or maybe you might want to create this because I don't even know if they even have this. So you might want to be an innovator and a pioneer in this. And, like those, the tree stump shredders, the trucks that do that. Yeah, so you can do that, but the paper side of it, right? So, you know, you will go around kind of like the garbage man, and for the recycle bins with all the paper and stuff in there, well, you can do like your own bin specifically for paper. It can be yellow. It can be a yellow paper bin, right? And then you can charge like, I don't know, $10 a month to each house or each residential house to come by and pick up the yellow bin that's full of like junk mail and paper. And then they'll come by and then they'll just throw it on the truck and then it shreds right then and there, right? So maybe you can be an innovator and pioneer that, and you can actually there's a $2 million grant out for that type of tech innovation, for that type of innovation that idea I just gave you, right? You can go to it's a $2 million grant. It's the American Seed Fund. Let me go to it so I can give you the direct link, and then you can go there and you can apply if you decide to take it from there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what else we have? It's really cool. Okay. Hello. Is anyone starting an online business eligible for a startup grant? Yeah, absolutely, Wendy. So inside of my Audit August group, I have Kay. Uh, Kay, she has a e-commerce business, and Kay applies to grants through Hello Skip. You can apply to grants through Hello Skip as a startup. Yep, you can do that. But it's like, what's your vision, right? It all depends on what your vision is. I was looking for that grant for our friend here, the $2 million grant. I went over the $2 million grant a lot of times on my YouTube channel, actually. Here we go. Yeah, so it's seedfund.nsf.gov. Okay, this is it. This is it. It looks like this. And so yeah. And we've actually went over this one. And so it's a 4-step process. You guys can't see it, I know, but it's a 4-step process. Maybe if I zoom in for you. Oh, that wasn't good. Well, here you go. It's a 4-step process, as you can see. Okay. So, and this is the website. I hope you can see that. Let me flip it around. All right. Seedfund.nsf.gov. This is actually where you would get that $2 million grant. And this is the $2 million grant. I've been looking for the perfect, business to apply to this grant for, and I don't know. I don't know if y'all scared or what, but I haven't came across the business to do this for yet. And so what you do is you got to submit your project pitch, and then after the first month, then they let you know if you can go to the next step, and then you submit your full proposal. You have to give them about 3 months, 3 to 6 months for this entire step 3, and then step 4 they will let you know if you were selected, right? So yeah, POU Mag says, hi, are there any grants for innovative tech ideas? Yep, this is it. So this is one. So it says, learn how startups can get up to $2 million to develop deep technologies. We'll walk you through our process and timeline, how to submit a project pitch, and what to expect along the way. All right, so seedfund.nsf. Go ahead and visit there. Here is a four-step process, and you can go ahead and apply to it yourself. Okay? All right. So that's that. All right. So startup grants for the cannabis industry. So it wouldn't be specifically for cannabis. It would just literally be, um, you know, for a startup. Oops. It would literally be just for a startup. They do have some out for cannabis based businesses, but they are very, very, like, they're not all, they're not always available. Snap, what is going on here? Hold on, y'all. I hope that works. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so they have some in cannabis, but they're very like they're very seldom. Hi, I'm in Atlanta. I want to start a non-emergency medical transportation. Are there any grants for this type of business, and would you be able to assist? Yes, there are grants available, and yeah, I can assist you with applying. What do you mean by assist? I can walk you through the application. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not sure what I want to do. I just need to know about resources. I'm just learning about e-commerce. Okay, understood. Well, don't get too much information overload. You definitely want to eventually start executing on all the information you're getting. So, you know, but good luck. Let's see. Hi, are there any grants for innovative tech ideas? Oh yeah, I gave the one. Would an assisted living be good to use this? So you can get a grant for assisted living facilities, absolutely. No matter what business industry you are into, you can actually get a grant for it, right? No matter what area you are, you can get a grant for it. The three main websites I use to search and apply for grants is grants.gov, right? So you can go to grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and helloskip.com, all right? So you can visit those websites and you can find grants yourself, friends, okay? And you can apply to those grants yourself. So that's grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and helloskip.com. Okay? I'm going to actually put that here in the chat, the sites that you can go to that I use to search and apply for grants. All right, there you go. So I just put it in here. So you got grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and helloskip.com. Okay, so those are the three main websites that I use to search and apply for grants. And I encourage you to do that as well, right? To search and apply for grants and get some experience yourself before you decide to hire a grant writer. Because when you hire a grant writer, you want to make sure that you have the experience so you won't hire them with the intentions of, I'm hiring a grant writer, they're going to get this grant from me, we're going to get approved. Well, there's no 100% guarantee that you would actually get approved for the grant opportunity. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can apply to these grants yourself. You can use AI to help you with these answers. And if you come across a grant, the grant will actually tell you um, not to use AI if they don't want you to. Okay, so if you need assistance with making sure those answers are polished, thorough, and professional, use AI. Okay, use AI. Do we have any more questions regarding grants?
So there are there are some grants for startups, but there are also pitch competitions too. All right, so a pitch competition is like Shark Tank. So it's like when you're standing in front of a panel of judges or you're standing in front of an audience and you're talking about your product or service and your vision and your mission for it and what you would do with this grant opportunity, right? So if I gave you, so even though you guys are startups, are you willing to do a pitch competition? Are you guys willing to do a pitch competition? Would you stand in front of an audience or stand in front of a panel of judges and talk about your business in order for you to get that working capital you need? Like if there was no other choice and there was nothing but startup grants specifically, but you have to pitch your business, are you willing to do that? Thank you. Very informative. My pleasure. Yes. Do you have a template to help writing grants, or do you provide services to help? No, there is no grant writing template. Um, there's no template. What the fuck would be on a grant writing template? I never understood that because I saw other grant writers do that. I want to know what's on a grant writing template. I never understood that. In my 8 years of doing this, I never understood when I saw like the social media grant gurus say, oh, like we have a grant template. What the fuck is that? Can anybody help me out? Has anybody came across a grant writing template before? What is that? What is that? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not want somebody to give me a template that thousands of others are using. Fuck no. So like, what is a grant writing template? Has anybody bought one? I always wanted to know what that was. Kim Q like shit. I don't know. I was just asking a question. I don't even know what the hell a grant is. Friends, subscribe to my channel and watch some more of my videos, friend. Get a more of an understanding before you start using some of your time and energy and applying to grants. Yeah. Do you have a template to help with writing grants? Like what's like what? I have a like an ebook, but the same thing I'm saying for free on YouTube. Let me just watch the videos and execute. Or you can take the ebook. The ebook, I guess, will serve as that template, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It probably has examples of some grant questions and responses. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be like real like uncomfortable with that because like, huh? Because okay, because it would be like a template full of generic grant questions. So like, describe your product or service. How do you uniquely meet your customer needs? What differentiates your customers from your what differentiates you from your competitors? Things like that. Um, but yeah, but I answer those questions on YouTube, and so I don't think you need a template for that. Like for me to write out, oh, so most grants ask this question, so this is a way that you should answer the question. I'm not gonna write that shit. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not gonna do that. Kim Q says, I never seen any, but I've heard of it. Can I do a pitch for a company that asks me to help getting grants? Can I do a pitch for a company that asks me to help? I don't get it. Can I do a pitch for a company that asks me to help get them a grant? So are we saying like, can you pitch for another company on behalf of, can you pitch on behalf of that company for that grant opportunity? Is that what you're asking? If so, yes, you can. That's what I do. A template is a software on a computer. Walter, we know that, cousin. We know that, friend. I was just trying to figure out like how would a grant template work? You know what I mean? I mean, it kind of sounds cool. I mean, I could put it together. I mean, like a little document, but it's like, every grant opportunity is different, so it's kind of hard to really like, create a template like that. You know what I mean? That ebook really helped me create my business plan. Yay! I love it. Before AI, would you use before AI you would use templates? Oh yeah, no, not me. I never use a template, but I've always been a creative writer though. I've always been good in reading comprehension, creative writing, um, everything but math. Crazy, right? I think math, for me, math just it grows on me as I get older. It gets better as I get older. It gets better as I get older. The more and more you use it. But yeah, no. No, I never used templates. I was a creative writer, so I guess that's why this field it kind of makes sense for me. But I understand that there's a lot of entrepreneurs out here that have a great idea and a great service or product, but you're not like good with writing out your answers or delivering exactly what your mission is and your vision is. So that's why I'm so happy we do have AI tools to help. But yeah, like back in the day, yeah, you did have like Microsoft Office, and that was a resource. You had like the SBA that was a resource that you can go on their websites, and they would give you different templates, like a business plan template, things like that, to help you with orchestrating or uh, forming your business plan or whatever that is that you're doing, right? So yeah, absolutely, we've always had resources out here. Always had small business development resource centers like the SBA, that gave us the resources and tools we need, and these are free help, right? This help has been around for decades. Okay. So yeah, absolutely. Can you put the ebook guide link here, please? Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. So it's Etsy. It's You can go to Etsy.com / superior solutions, some shit, something like that. Let me just put the link in here, okay? So it's how to apply for grants, and you could buy the ebook. Here you go. Let's see. And I'll put the link in here for you. Might not be able to access the link on the live. That's the only thing about YouTube Live. It doesn't allow you to like, I don't know if you'll be able to tap on it. You might, when I post it, you might want to just copy and paste it, okay? I text grants to a number you provided on the other video, but never got a response. Wondering if it was a mistake with the number. Oh, if it's the 855 number, it's the right number, but you're manually texting me. I'm not a robot, so clearly I'm live on YouTube. So how am I going to be on live on YouTube and text you back at the same time? Did you think about that or no? You know what's so interesting? When I moved outside the U.S., the how I market to my Latino customers or my Latino familia in Panama and help them out with structuring their business. And we're doing like a whole Latino business challenge, actually like a low key reality show I've been like recording over there. And it's in Spanish, but so their mindsets versus the consumer mindset for them versus the American consumer mindset is so wild, and it's so great. It's so great for me to be able to see this, right? Because and for me to experience it as an entrepreneur. So the mindsets behind American consumers is like, you guys like are so used to robotics and automations and AI, and you guys are okay with that. Like, you're okay with convenience, 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 convenience. You are willing to pay your bottom dollar for convenience. Whereas outside of the U.S., consumers outside the U.S., so like the Latin and Caribbean consumers, they don't trust automations. They don't trust AI. They don't trust robots. They gotta talk to a person. They gotta physically see you. They gotta physically hear you. They don't trust none of that stuff. And so it's so So the way I operate my business, I don't even know if y'all notice it, but that's why I operate the way I do. Very like, very careful, very careful, because you know, I'm servicing everyone here, right? And I want to make sure everybody comprehends what's going on. And but yeah, I don't have robotics all up and through it. I do have some AI, but I don't have robotics all up and through my business. So sometimes when you guys are texting, you're actually texting me directly, and you just got to give me some time. I might be in the middle of a meeting, right? I might be doing something. I might be doing a live, right? So yeah. If it was a couple of weeks ago, it probably was an old number. So I posted my new number on here. It should be pinned at the bottom here, so you'll see it. And then here's the link to the course. If you want it, you can just go to superiorsolution.etsy.com, and you can purchase any one of my courses. How to get a UEI number. You need that for government grants. How to write a business plan. Our friend here, she did the course and she was able to create a winning business plan, right? So there's your testimonial there. And then also how to actually search and apply for grants. So everything on paper, right? I guess you would say like that grant template. That's what that would be, right? So everything, how I actually got a 71% successful grant writing rate, all of my like tips is in there. Okay. So yeah. Suggestions for good businesses to start. I don't know, but I want to like, I don't know, but I'm at this like this condo that I have here. Um they're redoing this roof, and I've been looking at these people redoing this roof. I'm like, God damn, I should have a roofing company. The roofers make some damn good money, but they work hard. Okay. I was looking, I was like, jeez, maybe I should start a roofing company. So you could do a roofing company, you can do a lawn care service, you can do a barber shop, you can do a tech company, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. They say boring businesses are the best businesses to start. So like coin laundries, plumbing, businesses that nobody wants to do, like mine, grant writing. Nobody wants to write grants, right? Business administration, you know, they say the best businesses to start are the businesses that nobody wants to do, you know. So yeah, yeah, you can start delivery service, I guess, but delivering like certain types of things. Yeah, I hope that gave you a suggestion of some good business ideas. It all depends on your execution too, right? If you depends on your execution, like it depends on you and the skill that you have, right? Because I gave you all of those businesses, but I'm pretty sure you was like, no, 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 no. Yeah, Walter, because I don't fucking know you, and I don't know what your execution style is, and I don't know what skills you have, right? And you have to make that decision. You have to determine that. You have to come to a realization of, oh, okay, I can do that, right? So that's just what that is, right? So you can do lawn care, you can do a car wash, you can do a cleaning company, you can do a roofing company, you can do like a construction rental equipment rental business. You can do um, rental car businesses, luxury rental car services. You know, right. Thank you for your motivation today. It has me thinking. Perfect. I'm so happy that it has you thinking. It'll come to you. Everybody is not supposed to be a boss, and that's just the truth. Everybody's not supposed to be. So don't even try to force it. It'll come to you. I can honestly say I was born to be a boss. No, no, like, yeah, I really can't. I'm not trying to be prideful when I say that. I'm literally saying, like, for real. In every job I've had, when I started working at 15 years old, I started in retail and I started working for Dots. Then Dots went out of business in Florida, and Rainbow, all of the Rainbow
if you guys know Rainbow, the clothing store, they bought out the Dots, and I became a manager for all the for my main Rainbow location. I was only 17 years old as a manager over 40-year-old women. Okay, boom. So I left Rainbow because I went to college and I went to USF. So I needed to be closer to school. While I went to HC, then I was going to USF, so I needed to be closer to school. So I actually worked at Dillard's in a Tampa International mall, and I worked at Dillard's, and I came across so many like different people and celebrities because it's an international mall. So football players and stuff, gained relationships like through that, and I developed my selling skills and my marketing skills because working in Dillard's, you have a quota. Um, then I went from that to I went into nursing, right? So I became a CNA because I wanted something more solid, and something that can work around my school schedule. I was going to school to be a nurse, so it kind of made sense. And as a CNA, what I learned from out of that industry is that I was able to talk to so many different older seniors, and I gained wisdom. I learned how to listen. I learned how to be disciplined enough to listen, right? Because remember, I was still young, and now we hitting from like 18, 19. Now we 20, all right? We 20, 21, boom, we in that. And then I get out of that and I start selling lashes, right? And I start doing makeup. I lost my job because I couldn't make it. One day my car got repossessed. And there you go. I lost my job because I couldn't make it, and they replaced me quickly. And from that point on, since 21 years old, I have been an entrepreneur. I'm 29 years old. I don't have any children. Never been married. None of that stuff. And my entire focus is to help individuals like yourselves gain clarity and reassurance on the steps that you're taking to scaling your business. My mission is literally to help everyone be aware of the opportunities they have and to motivate you to actually execute on taking advantage of those opportunities. Okay, so I understand that. I understand my skill. And I just wanted to give you my little timeline so you can understand that every little thing that I've done, right, I've been able to develop in each little thing. And I've been able to develop some sort of business mindset in each place I've been, right? So now it's like I've been doing it for so long, and I've been through my own ebbs and flows as a business owner. I'm blessed to be able to, continue this journey and continue to show you guys my journey, and also to motivate y'all to say, hey, keep going. It ain't easy, but you got to start somewhere, for sure. Hello, I'm in Peru. I'm a farmer here. Can you assist me with writing a grant and the cost? Thank you in advance. Um, so Peru. So the US is not going to give you a grant for your farm in Peru. They don't give a shit. Does Peru have any grants? Because this is a country by country based thing. This you got to be US based. You got to be a US based citizen in order for you to get a grant. And then if you are a US based citizen and you think you finna get a grant for you to take your ass outside the country and put that money into a whole nother country, you got America and America's small businesses and the US Treasury and American government fucked up. You got them messed up. If you think they finna give you money for you to put in somebody else's economy, you got it messed up. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Okay. Understood. You can be a registered American business, but just like how I live in Panama, right? But it's like every time I apply to a grant opportunity, even though I am a U.S. based businesses, guess what? I make it very clear that I'm helping my customers who are U.S. based consumers. This is how I'm driving impact to the U.S. based economy, the U.S. economy, right? So you are an international market, but apply to international market grants. You got those grants through actually the through where do you find those grants? USDA. USDA, those are grants that you can apply to. Those are like international grants that you can apply to for international markets, right? So you can apply to those. Will I help you? Hell no. Hell no. I ain't applying to no international grant. Hell no. That shit take way too long. Hell no. You got to pay me 3,000 for that one grant or something, and I don't even want to do it. Respectfully. You got that. You got that, friend. You got it, friend. You got it. USDA.gov. Apply to those international business grants. You got it. You got it. You got it. Salute to you. Make sure you have all the documentations they got, they want you to have. Make sure you have it. All right? All right? Because I'm not applying to no international. Listen, y'all think these U.S. based grants, them international grants is different. 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 They be asking you for all these codes and all these numbers. And you be like, what the hell is this? And you be like, hold on, because the U.S. business, we don't need all that. We don't need all that. We just need a little EIN. You know what I mean? We just need a little EIN. You know what I mean? A little LLC. International. Who is your representative of your country, and what give us the code, the U.S. international code, and what it like? No, you got it, friend. Veteran-owned company, yeah. So visit grants.gov, right? USDA. You can go to grants.gov. Grants.gov would actually be like the top website for you, considering you are like a U.S. citizen, or U.S. based business, but you operate outside the U.S. too, because you're into international markets and you're veteran owned. So grants.gov is where you would actually search for those grants and apply to those grants. Okay. Okay. But will I do it? Fuck no. Capital F. On a Saturday. On a Saturday. Hell no. On a Saturday. Not doing that. Y'all don't understand. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all don't understand. I tried to do an international grant one time for like a client. She has she does like, yeah, I think trading export. I forgot what it was. And she was in London. Bruh. It took me so long to comprehend that grant, because you got to understand, I got to know that market too, right? So it's like the idea of knowing that other market and knowing what their business structures are, right? So like knowing what, because in America, as long as you have your EIN, your LLC, you good to go. You are pretty much an operational business in the United States of America. That's it. Those which is those two, you are an official business. But like in it could be in freaking London. In London, they yeah, you gotta register your company. You gotta register your company in your area. You gotta register your company through your government. You got like all these other numbers. So I was like, bro, comprehending this grant, I'm so sorry. But I cannot take the time out of my day and my expertise from where I am and try to like, this is not the time for me to do that. And it was not the time, because I had so many other clients. Like majority of my clients are US based businesses, right? So I can't take time from servicing them because I'm trying to comprehend this. No, I'd rather give you your money back or whatever the case may be and say, honey, I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't help you. Find a grant writer in your country, right? That can assist. Thank you. I'm looking for employees. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I see you guys texting Grant, so let me respond to y'all. Let's see. Someone texted me and said, please let me know if you come across any other opportunities. I'm saying, okay, will do. I think that was from yesterday. And then what else we have? We have ATL. Okay, so I need to send you the link to that. And remember, I'll be in Atlanta, so you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me if you want to, in person. It's not virtual. If you would like that information, you would just text ATL to my phone number. All right, friend, I'm gonna text you that in just a minute. Okay. And then somebody said hello. So if you text the word grants to my number, I'm actually going to send you the link to book a one-on-one consultation with me. So I'm texting y'all back right now. Okay. Okay, Grant, hello. Can you tell me the services that you said one can reach out to in order to have them assist you, or either you writing the grants? It didn't catch the name. I didn't catch it, the name of it when you were speaking today. Would like to speak with you concerning this grant writing business. So looking forward to hear from you soon. Thank you. My name is T Brown. Okay. All right. So can you tell me the services that you said one can reach out to in order to have them assist you, or either you with? All right. All right. So I just sent you the link to book a consultation because I think we just need to talk. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, text the number so that way grants to 855-731-1487, and then I'm going to text you the link to my $47 one-on-one consultation. That way you can get your own personalized like one-on-one Zoom call with me, and then we can go through like the opportunities specifically for you or for your business idea. You know what I mean? So if you got the $47 ready to go today, go ahead and text the word grant, and I'll go ahead and text y'all. Like I just text back 10 people, so hopefully y'all actually book today, and can't wait to meet you. Good morning. I'm here to learn. Hey, welcome in. We've been on here for about like almost 2 hours. Any references out there for a grant writer? So yeah, grantwatch.com. They have grant writers. Grantwatch.com. Right. You have so many amazing different grant writers out here as well. Right. You got Stormy Banks. You got Bossy Wit. You have Joy Hunt. You have the Grant King. These are all people you can search on Instagram. You have, yeah, you have all of those amazing people, right? So you can follow them on Instagram, and you have Coach K. Coach K, she's another one, right? She's another one. I want to know how does that even work out, because it's like what? Okay, so I accepted that. All right, sorry you guys. I'm texting y'all back. Like y'all are texting back like whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm like, hold on. Okay. All right. And that's it. All right, so I sent y'all the links. Okay, so you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me. That's what I was just doing here. I was sending y'all the link. The consultation is literally $47. It's worth it, and it gives you, everything that you need. And then also I'll be in Atlanta. So if you guys want to physically see me in Atlanta, so for the Atlanta crew, who's in Atlanta? Like, if you guys are like in Atlanta or the surrounding area, who's in Atlanta? Because remember earlier in this Zoom, earlier in this live, I was like, hey, would y'all want to do a brunch where it's like we all come together, like a mastermind brunch, and we don't leave the brunch until we make $1. Like, we've actually made $1. Like, it's actually processed through our business Stripe accounts or PayPal, and we're actually getting, like, I might want to do that in Atlanta. You know how cool that would be? Cause like in my idea, I'm thinking like, well, I got all these subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. I got about 14,000, so I know that I could post somebody, like we could be at a brunch together, and I can post and we can get on live, and I'd be like, hey, like so and so, this is what they do. Shop right now. Shop right now. Shop right now. Shop right now. Right? Who's in Atlanta? Would y'all do that in Atlanta? Because I'm definitely going to do it here in Orlando. But since I'll be in Atlanta next week, like maybe we can take a day out to do that. Like maybe that Sunday. Y'all want to do it next Sunday on the 20th? Y'all down? Next Sunday on the 25th. Y'all want to do that? On the 25th, we can all have like a brunch. Y'all want to do that? Coach Hunt says I'm in Georgia. Crystal say I'm in Atlanta. Let's do it, Crystal. Crystal, you know I want to meet you. You got to push up. You got to. You got to, Crystal. It's important. Let me see. Mag said, let me know. I will show up ready. Y'all ready? That's at least 3 people right there. Who else in Atlanta who would push up to a brunch? Um, you know what I mean? You could still like book the $90 in-person one-on-one consultation, but this brunch thing is like literally an exercise for us to bring in like $1 to our bank accounts. Because the thing is that you can get a business credit card without having good personal credit. You can get a business credit card without having business credit, but you gotta have profits. I don't think y'all know that, and so maybe I just dropped a little gem and y'all ass ain't know that. But yeah, you can get a business credit card without without um, having any shit. I lost it. But if you show without having good credit, but if you show that you make like $1 in your business or you have some sort of something coming in, you get a business credit card, right? So imagine at least getting a $3,000 business credit card to buy some supplies and equipment, or to use that 3K into your marketing, right? And then so that way you can scale. So and credit cards are the best, honestly, for marketing, for like your marketing budget. So yeah, y'all down? Crystal say yeah, I'm down. All right, cool. So boom, let's do this. The brunch is going to be like, you just push up to the brunch. You just push up to the brunch. It's just a little vibe. You know what I mean? We just gonna vibe. But the one-on-one consultations is $90, and the money that I would use from the $90 consultations would be for the brunch, right? So I can use that $90 to either pay for our food at the restaurant or whatever the case may be, or right? Or I can use some of that money. I can probably give it back. I can probably give like because if it's $90 consultations, if I get 10 of y'all, then we can at least give out some sort of like $500 grant to somebody at the brunch, right? So and this shows you that I'm not just trying to take your $90 and shit. Like you gotta. The reason why you're paying for the consultation is so that way we can have the community opportunity to do this, right? So if I can get 10 people, right, in Atlanta to book a consultation, $90 consultation with me, then that Sunday we can all do that brunch, right? The mastermind brunch, and we like force people to buy our products and services and buy our ebooks and shit, right? And make money. And then by the end of that brunch, everybody would have made, at least $1 into their bank accounts, business bank accounts. And then I can also give you guys my plug, my Atlanta plug, to get you the business credit card, right? Because my Atlanta plug, she ain't no joke. Because when she submit the application, it's going to get approved. Okay? So, if y'all are down, that's all we need. We just need 10 people from Atlanta to book the in-person consultation, and it's $90 each. And all you got to do, if you're ready and you want to book it, then you text ATL to 855-731-1487. All right. This is a really great community driven type of project that we're doing. We actually came up with this together, friends. Ain't that right? Look, Herbert said right. Exactly, Herb. Okay. We came up with this together. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Mag. Shout out to Kim Q. Shout out to everybody who's in here. We've all actually created this idea together, right? My friend Divine, where's she at? Yeah. Divine in Nature LLC. Let me tell y'all something about her. That's my friend for real. But shout out to all of us, right? Because we actually created this exercise together. So yeah, this is cool. We're going to support each other, right? So if I can get 10 people to book an in-person $90 consultation with me in Atlanta, then I will use that money to give back for the following day for the brunch. All right. And then I can tell you where we can have brunch at. It would be so fun. And I'm a whole vibe. I'm a whole vibe. Okay. This is what you call community leadership. You know what I mean? Community leadership. And even if you're not in Atlanta and you can't make it, if you're willing to donate towards this thing, let me know in the comments. Like, let me know if you're willing to donate to help another small business owner on Sunday on the 25th. Win this or get this $500 opportunity, right? Right. So it'll be like a random raffle, but it's still a really great opportunity for someone. That $500 can definitely go far. It can help somebody like get a LLC, right? So yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So I have my Audit August crew. My Audit August crew, we are actually about to hop on Zoom in a minute. Okay. And I have to let them know to join me in the Zoom. Okay. If you are a part of my Audit August crew, I will see you all inside of the Zoom. For those of you who are texting ATL and you are, and you need me, and I'm going to send you the link to book the in-person consultation, okay? And then, yeah, and we're going to take it from there. This is going to be so fun. I'm going to create a separate short, and I'll drop the short on here to let people know more about my in-person consultations. And yeah, I can't find the link for Audit August Zoom. I just sent it in the classroom, all right? It's inside of the classroom. You should be a part of the classroom, all right? It should be in the classroom. Um, yeah. Okay. It should be in the classroom. And all that good stuff. All right. Perfect. And so I have to enable that. Okay. Okay. We got some people joining my Audit August. So yeah, I can't find a link for the Audit August Zoom link. Yeah, this should be there. Check your email. Check your spam. Check your spam, please, because I noticed that spam. So it could be either Shelby at expandmywallet.com. Check your spam if you've joined, and also how recent did you join as well. That matters too. Let me see. Inside of Audit August, we have about 38 people. 38 people, which is super dope. Oh, I have you right here. I'm going to email it to you. I have your email here. And I just sent it to your email, okay? Yeah, I just sent it to your email. There you go. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Perfect. I got you. All right. Okay. Yeah, you joined last week. Yeah, I don't have your phone number. Yeah, I sent out a text blast last week. Yeah, I don't have it, but I have your email, and you should be inside of my email automations. I've been sending you guys emails. So yeah, join us in the Zoom, and I'll make sure you're inside of the classroom. I'll put the classroom link and everything inside of the Zoom. Okay, so for my Audit August crew, make sure you go ahead and join me in the Zoom. Right now, we are about to hop in the Zoom, and we are about to move forward with Audit August. For those of you who have been on this live stream with me the entire time, I want to thank you so much for spending your first hour, 2 hours of the day with me. I wanted to, just come on here, top of the morning, and just like say, hey, what's up, and give you guys the floor, give you the opportunity to ask me any grant questions, any concerns that you might have, any challenges that you have been facing along your grant writing journey. I'll be in Atlanta. All right. So text ATL to 855-731-1487 for an in-person consultation link. It's $90. And I'm actually writing a grant for you in person. Other than that, if you would like to have a virtual one-on-one consultation with me on Zoom, it's $47. Super worth it. We're on there for 45 minutes. All you have to do is text the word grants to 855-731-1487. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys on the other side of business. Peace.